This video falls under fair use. Fair use allows commentary, criticism, and reactions. What's up, back with another one. So today I'm going to show you Draymond Green responding to Kenyon Martin. Check this clip out.
So for Kenyon Martin to go on to be the number one pick, had the success that he had at Cincinnati, go on, and like I said, and have a pretty good NBA career. As a Saginaw native, you relentlessly cheer for those people. So the constant shots has been a little confusing to me because I don't quite know where they came from. And you think, someone that was a number one pick that didn't quite have the career that I've had, but played similar roles in a sense, would appreciate it, would show more love, especially when you go back to a kid born and raised in Saginaw. You think it'll be a little more love. So it's a little disappointing to see the constant shots. I just always thought it'll be a little more love than that. But when you were the number one pick and effectively, underachieved, I guess that would be the reason why. To be the number one pick and make the All-Star game one time, most would say it's probably an underachievement. Be that I was the 35th pick and made the All-Star game 4 times. Defensive Player of the Year, Kenyon Martin was a defender. I think he would consider himself a good defender. Never quite reached the pinnacle of that when you talk Defensive Player of the Years, or 9 all defensive teams that I had, that I have, and he has 0. It's tough to sit in a space of like continuing to speak on my name and call my name out as if I underachieved or am underachieving, when I was just simply the 35th pick in the NBA draft and somebody took a swing on in the second round and it just happened to work out.
Let me just jump in real quick. Draymond is clearly fired up here, defending himself against Kenyon, calling him out. You can hear the frustration in his tone, and he's really focused on proving his career accomplishments. He breaks down his experience, the teams he's played with, and why he feels some of the claims about him aren't accurate.
And it's like, why? And again, I just don't know how you can continue to shoot at me and you underachieve. Like, 1 All-Star? Make no mistake about it. You are an All-Star. I'll give you that. A lot of people can't say they're an All-Star, so I'll give you that. You're a one-time All-Star. That's beautiful. But you must admit, like, to be the player that you were and defender that you believed you were and to not have, like, a single all-defensive second team, it's kind of an underachievement. Number one pick in the draft. A lot of people look for that guy to win Rookie of the Year. Didn't. All-rookie team, though. First team all-rookie. That's an accolade that I can't say I have. I ain't really played much as a rookie as the 35th pick. So I can't say I made any all-rookie team. So kudos. I tip my hat to that. It started off promising. But I just, like I said, man, the shots, they're just a little baffling to me.
What's up? So what are my thoughts about this? Here's the thing. This exchange between Draymond Green and Kenyon Martin really highlights how personal and intense NBA rivalries can get, especially when careers and reputations are involved. On one side, you have Kenyon calling Draymond out, questioning his toughness and pointing out his accolades or lack thereof. And on the other side, Draymond is clearly motivated to defend himself and set the record straight. For viewers, it's a fascinating look at how competitive athletes handle criticism and how pride, personal history, and professional accomplishments all mix into these conversations. Some people might watch this and focus on the specific claims about all-star appearances or defensive team selections, but what stands out more is the underlying passion and confidence both players bring to the discussion. Draymond's response shows that he takes these conversations seriously and wants to make sure his perspective is understood. Success and toughness can't always be measured by lists or awards alone. At the same time, it's easy to see why fans love these kinds of moments. They give insight into the personalities behind the players, the mindset that makes them competitive, and the stories that don't always make it to mainstream coverage. Okay, so drop a comment, smash that like button, and make sure you subscribe for more videos like this. and I'll see you in the next video.